See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Niggas died at 1065.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know it.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah.
I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, you been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God and Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me.
Yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair right numb his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed through, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace. Shout out to everybody in the building. Can we get a mic check? Can everybody let me know if you can hear me loud and clear in the chat? Drop those fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. I want to say peace and blessings. Been a few days, man. Been enjoying my birthday weekend. Birthday was yesterday. Been enjoying the whole weekend. So I appreciate all of the belated birthday wishes. Hey, man. We reached 10,000 subscribers, y'all. So we throwing a celebration party today. Hey, man, we hit 10,000 subs, all organic. Shout out to you guys for constantly pushing and implementing this information. You know, it wouldn't have got this far with all these subscribers, the information going, it's expanded as far as we see it expanded, without you guys hitting that like button, without y'all sharing the live stream, without y'all constantly telling people to go subscribe. All right, so I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. How y'all feeling out there, man? What's going on with y'all? Y'all good? Y'all good? Yeah, today is Mardi Gras. Today is Mardi Gras. They down there getting it in. Shout out to DJ in the building. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Antone. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Jamie, Juan Torres, Sean Yasharel, Tashawn, Bronze Flat Power. Bronze Flat Power, you ain't at the Mardi Gras down there, bro? You ain't going out? I appreciate that. All the birthday wishes from everybody once again. Hey, man, y'all drop some fire emojis, man, in the chat, man. We got 10,000 subs, man. We went from, hell, just this time last year, I think we had like 4,000. 4,500. So we went from 4,500 to 10,000 just within the last year. So yeah, that's what I got in tune for you guys this Grand Rising. Just want to chop it up with y'all. It's been a few days. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't been nothing cracking in the community. Shout out to my brother Chief Holiday, been holding it down. Shout out to him for keeping the wake and bake bills still alive. People wake up to get forward, looking forward to them wake and bake bills. You see what I'm saying? So we got it every day, whether I'm up or whether I'm live, you getting up, you waking and you're baking, you getting to it, and you're ready to get it in. You feel what I'm saying? Whether it's work, listen to some information, community service, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? We getting it in. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all support the channel too, man. Make sure y'all support the brand. Make sure y'all push and push and push the live stream, man. Like I told y'all, I've been on the IG though. So if y'all ain't caught me in a few days, it's probably because you are not following me on IG. But we've been active live on IG all weekend. So make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. Y'all ain't follow me on Instagram at big underscore aboriginal underscore powers. Right there at the bottom left of the screen. It's at the bottom left of the screen. So make sure y'all tune in and check that out. Dane on Killer Priest podcast last night. Damn, I didn't hear that. But I heard that shit was some bullshit probably. I should do a recap of it. I should do a recap of it. You never answered my question yesterday. My bad, big bro. What's the question? Big bro, Amaru. Answer the question for me, big brother. I'm gonna ask the question to me. I got you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Now you got 10,000 subbers. Yeah, man. 10,000 subbers, man. And I look at y'all the fam. Y'all ain't even subscribers. Y'all the fam. We got 10,000 family members that have tuned in to the channel. You see what I'm saying? Our lineage, our bloodline is large. And shout out to my cousins in the chat. Shout out to my mama in the chat. Mwah. Love you too, mama. Hey, shout out to all my cousins in the chat, though. We turned up. We turned up. When you dropping your music? Oh, when I'm dropping the music. Okay, okay, okay. I wanna hear Big Aboriginal Power on wax. Okay, okay. It's coming soon, sir. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. We got some fire in the cut. Y'all, I already know y'all heard the new intro. I know y'all heard the new intros and shit. I know y'all hearing the new intros and shit. They fire. Fire as hell. So yeah, how y'all like the new intros, matter of fact? You know what I mean? Just speaking on that. How y'all like that? Yeah, they had Cuz on the channel last night. Let's see if we can find that. We might have to play that audio back one time for the one time. Let's see if we can even find that shit. I bet you this nigga ain't gonna come with no factual documents. That nigga lame. All right, bro. I know how you coming. Hey, I'm coming with that flame, G. Coming with some flavor when we kick the rounds, man. Double metaphors, double entendres. You know how we coming with. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can get a playback on there. Let's recap what's going on at Killer Priest. Since y'all brought it up, we'll listen to a little bit of it. You gotta do it. Yeah, I gotta go on there for a full show and light him up one time. Yeah.
grandma passed 10 days.
Let's listen to what this nigga got to say.
But it was a lot of lessons to be learned, and I just sat and listened.
See, the thing is, I can't listen to no lying motherfucker, bro. Cuz be lying his ass off. Like, I really can't be listening, bro.
Took notes, and eventually I'm going to start putting some of this stuff out. I did give it to people that are exclusively on my channel or on my Patreon. They saw bits and pieces of my grandfather talking on camera. I did get a chance to record him speaking about certain things, but he did ask me before he left not to really go too far, because the last time I did that, I was on Facebook and people was calling his phone and other members of my family.
Do y'all believe that shit? I'm just keeping it 55th. Like, this is a bunch of lies and filler. This is what you call fillers and lies. This is all malarkey bullshit that he's speaking of.
Trolling and everything. So as far, because I'm using my real name, so it's not like, you know, this is nothing made up. So it's, I mean, you could pop that in and poof, my whole family pop up. So I'm just going to be skitty, as my grandfather say. I'm gonna be skitty with certain things that I share as far as my family members are concerned. But yeah, he brought me through this journey. I owe it all to him. I wouldn't have never known. Now,
boy, there's so much bullshit. Let me skip this up a little bit. I know y'all don't want to hear that bullshit.
Luckily, I have good lawyers. I have a couple of them. So I'm making sure that's not going to bite me in the tail for exposing the truth. And there's a few things on that note that I'm going to be announcing here shortly. I think we're waiting for the summertime or something like that in order for that to happen, because
see, motherfuckers will jump around, talk about scammers, but won't talk about him when he's openly getting sued by someone in the Shinnecock Nation. This guy's getting sued for plagiarization, stealing. But yet he's still respected in the Aboriginal community. He don't have no integrity. These niggas be lying. These niggas out for the check.
It's not a big deal to them, but it's a big deal to me to put it on blast of what's going on behind the scenes with how many of those foreigners are attacking me for bringing out the truth, for putting them on blast. Because technically,
shout out to Kevin Gilbert for the Cash App donation. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Don't let Kevin Gilbert be the only one to support the channel, man. I appreciate the belated birthday wishes for those that's coming in wishing happy birthday. We do appreciate the belated birthday wish. We appreciate that.
They're in our position. And I mean that literally. They are literally sitting there in our spot. And they're not supposed to be there. There's federally recognized tribes right now that will only accept certain census records. For example, one of them will state that they only accept, for example, an 1860 census record. And they wouldn't want you.
What tribe is that and what nation is that? Speak that. You see what I'm saying? What tribe?
To, bring in any other record that, census record that came prior to that, indicating that you're full-blooded. They won't accept it. It's more than just those freedmen Indians that you hear about. It's millions of us that's full-blooded, and they still won't accept. So my main concern is not getting back with the tribe. My main concern is to get us cognizant of what happened to us, because we could force the changes together. I don't necessarily have to be called a leader in this sense, but I know I'm leading this information out. And to go back to the video that I asked you to play, that was 1 year ago. I know people gonna get on me like, you shared Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is a good brother. I know he went through what he went through. I don't have no hate towards this brother. But that was 1 year ago. That's when he was in his right mindset. I understand what he's going through right now is totally different. But I just want you guys to know. And of course, everybody else that you saw, I spoke with personally. I could say it like that. That's not bragging. That's just to let you know that I'm speaking to more than you think. I'm speaking to a lot of people. A lot of people are reaching out, and we get into their roots. And I don't mean Shaka Zulu. Plus, that story was plagiarized anyway. I already put that information out. And you know, I'm talking about our real indigenous roots here in Turtle Island, now known as America. But yeah, I owe this all to my grandfather. To get back to that, my grandfather taught me all of this. He straightened me out, brought me to the reservations. And my father brought me to Cherokee, North Carolina. I even lived there. Actually, before I moved out here, I was right on the outskirts of that because I didn't want to live in the on the reservation or anything like that. But I was begging them to get on camera because there's people that's like as a darker hue than me, like a darker hue. I'm talking about like KP's complexion. And I'm begging them to get on camera and they are afraid. They are afraid because a lot of those people are afraid that certain things might get taken away from them. A lot of them are complaining because you would think that they're getting thousands of dollars monthly, but it's not the members. It's the so-called chiefs that's getting it. Sorry that I sound out of breath, guys. I've been ripping and running all day. So I'm catching my breath at the same time. I'm getting hype at the same time. You're going to have to excuse the transitions of how I'm going up and down. But yeah, I wanted to get them on camera. In fact, I got invited to a couple of, I'm not going to mention no names because I don't want to get them in trouble. But I got invited to a couple of places where I am going to be able to get a couple of people on camera. And they're going to start speaking up. And that was as of recently here. That was, well, I'm not going to say at the top of this year. That happened back in December, where I really got involved with a couple of people that have some pull inside of some major, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, clans, tribes, nations, families. It's all the same thing. Even though I don't like the term nation, because I understand now, based off of my grandfather's information and my grandmother's information, that the nations were being brought about in order to incorporate these particular families into becoming full-fledged corporations up under the government's rule. And that's not something I agree with, guys. Like, I'm totally against this government. I look at the government as our enemy because they're not holding up to their end of the bargain, which was multiple treaties that I do in fact have that have not been signed, by the way, stemming all the way back to the top of the 1700s. And I show, of course, my Patreons this, and I don't believe I got a chance to show the members of my YouTube channel that, but I will eventually. But I honestly need help with that because there's so many of them. I said to myself that I just wanted to create a website and throw all of them out there because I'm sure people are not going to get, you know, have that type of money to pay for that to get all.
So yeah, man. I guess that's the second run on the Killer Priest channel. Y'all go check that out if y'all feel free. Definitely would like to get into that some more. Somebody brought that up in the chat. That's why we was playing a little bit of the audio. But yeah, man. A lot of shit going on, man. We got, hey, as long as it's spreading awareness about who we are, I'm with it. I don't care who putting out the information. As long as you putting out who we are, and telling the people that who we is and what our lineage is and who the Aborigine people of this land is and what our contributions has been to America, then I'm fine with that. As long as you putting out the truth, I'm okay with that. So there's a lot of shit going on. Ukraine, I'm pretty sure y'all seeing Russia in the Ukraine situation. I'm gonna just keep it real when it comes to that situation. We got our own shit going on. They're gonna have to hold their own nuts, sir. I mean, it is what it is. Ukraine gonna have to deal with Ukraine. Ukraine wasn't coming over here doing Jim Crow, helping niggas out. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, get it how you live, brother. Straight up. we can't help. Facts. So yeah, man, we shouldn't even be concerned with Ukraine. We shouldn't be concerned with their ass at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's get into some more audio right quick.
What should be done about these violent cities that's predominantly black? What should be done about all of them?
I don't know. I don't know what would actually slow down the violence. Maybe more God in people's lives, or maybe more of a unity type thing, as opposed to being like, I'm Hispanic, I'm white, I'm Caucasian, I'm black. Everybody come together as a human being.
How do we do that under a system of white supremacy that's designed to not?
Maybe the system needs to be broke down and rebuilt.
Okay, so how come you are not breaking down that system or helping to break it down? Because you have to acknowledge. You don't
necessarily know what organizations I'm involved with.
You have to acknowledge that system in order to break it down. And sir, you have not even acknowledged all the white supremacists that's in Ohio. Why is that? Underground, turn your microphone on. Underground, turn your microphone on.
My bad, must have clicked off. But I'm not necessarily following those organizations, so I don't necessarily know about them.
Hey, you don't have to follow them. You don't have to follow them. But
I mean, that's definitely not.
Shout out to everybody, man. We got 1:30 in here, just now hitting almost a 30-minute marker. Let's get everybody to share the live stream. Support the channel, man. Share the live stream. Let me shout out to some of the people that took their time out to send cash out donations and contributions to the channel. Shout out to Kevin Gilbert. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Don't Do It. He said, for your birthday, pimping, gram on me. You funny as hell, boy. You better not be still smoking gram. Shout out to Don't Do It, man. We appreciate all the support from everybody, man. Shout out to Mike, Kevin Gilbert, and Don't Do It, man. We appreciate the support. Make sure you hit that like button and share the live stream. Make a post on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. Tag me in it. You feel me? I'll post it on my story. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
My local news is pumping on the news every day. It was COVID every other freaking story, but now that the Ukraine thing popped off, COVID vanished overnight.
And on your timeline, I'm looking at your timeline, boy, you're retweeting all the known anti-black racists, Andy Nungo. Oh, every other post, you're talking about black people in Chicago. It's a black person in Chicago. Some black crime that you're talking about. Interesting.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I'm looking at your timeline, and this just black crime. You're just showing a bunch of black people committing crimes on your timeline.
Oh, I post all crime. It's not my fault they happen to lead.
Okay, so if black people happen to lead, which they don't, because the white supremacists are the most violent people by a long shot. Why you don't even acknowledge the white supremacists and their violence, and they dominate everything, but you go out of your way to emphasize black people. Why is that? Oh, he bounced. Okay. We're okay. Wait. He's trying to come back. Okay. Underground, come on back, Underground. No. I think your dog might have knocked the phone out of your hand.
No, the phone's been in my hand. It just, I was in the chat and then I was out of it. I had to come back in.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, like I was saying, you don't even acknowledge white supremacy, but you really go out of your way to say that black people lead crime, which isn't true. But what makes you think black people lead crime?
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, what's the numbers? Tell me the numbers.
I think it's like 58 or 62% of the violent crimes in this country are committed by minorities.
But you got black people. You don't have minorities. You're showing a bunch of black people.
Black folks aren't a minority?
No, we're black people. Everybody's a minority. White gay people are minorities. So black people are black people.
Oh.
I don't know what a minority is. Everybody's a minority. And on your page, you're not showing minorities. You're just posting a bunch of black people.
I generally post whatever article comes up.
Right. So what do you think it is about black people that's making black people commit all these crimes?
Poverty probably is maybe one of the number one reasons.
Poverty? Okay. And you're black and you're in an impoverished area. How come you're not committing crimes? Or are you?
I was raised to go out and work from a very young age. I started working.
But there's a lot of black people who are raised with God-fearing values and views. But you're not focusing on that. You're focusing on the blackness. And you say numbers don't lie, and you're part of that number. You got black in you. So what's wrong with you, sir?
I'm not sure what you mean by what's wrong with me.
No, you said that black people lead crime. You got black in you. Your dad is black, so you're part black. So what's wrong with you and all of us other black people that makes us do all of this?
I mean, I've never really committed any violent crimes in my life, so I couldn't relate to that.
You said it's black.
Think about the biggest thing I've been in trouble for is a DUI.
Okay, so what made your genes skip the black crime genes, but everybody else's black genes?
Probably a really solid family structure, I guess, you know? I don't know.
But other black people.
Maybe personal choice. Maybe personal choice made me not decide to go out and commit crimes or whatever.
Okay, but you're black, though.
Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go out and commit a crime.
So why do you keep posting?
If I was to bet my bottom dollar, this don't sound like no black man. I'm sorry. I can usually tell this sounds just like a white man. I mean, exactly like one.
Structure, I guess, you know? I don't know.
But other black people.
Maybe personal choice. Maybe personal choice made me not decide to go out and commit crimes or whatever.
Hey, once again, I appreciate all the birthday wishes from all the belated birthday wishes from everybody tapping in. I appreciate the love, real shit. I appreciate that. Big Eye Original Power stamp that. You understand me? Shout out to y'all in the chat. Drop them fire emojis for me in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, share the live stream.
Okay, but you're black, though.
Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go out and commit a crime.
So why do you keep posting black crimes all over your timeline?
Because they happened. And I'd like to see those people be held accountable for it. Whoever committed the crime, whether it's a black person, a brown person, an orange person, a green person.
Not posting orange and brown and white and nobody else. You're only posting black people.
Well, that sounds like a problem with Twitter's algorithm.
No, it sounds like a problem that you have, sir.
Because they're retweets. It's not like I'm out there creating these stories. They're retweets.
And you're posting known white supremacists and anti-black racists. If you're black, why are you posting people who don't like you? Because you're black, according to you. You said you were black. So.
Because again, I believe that we're all humans. I don't buy into the whole black-white narrative.
You
black and white aren't even
do.
colors.
You obviously
black
do.
and white aren't even colors.
But you do buy into it because you push anti-black narratives.
No, I push anti-crime narratives.
But if that were the
have
case,
fun at your thing, honey. Listen to your grandma and behave. Well, you got to go. You there?
Yeah, you're in there doing father duties, sir?
I had to tell my daughter goodbye. She had a thing. She has to go to an appointment.
There you go. How old is your daughter, by the way, sir?
She's 11.
11 years old. God bless her. Okay.
Thank you.
So, sir, you're not?
Bottom right of the screen, Jose Martinez. Bottom right of the screen. Bottom right.
Posting white crimes.
Oh, I post them when they happen. Oh, trust me, when I see.
Oh, it's ticking across at the bottom of the screen as well. It's ticking across at the bottom of the screen.
Them nasty pedophiles out there raping kids and shit. I post them just as quickly as I post any other crime.
It's the white side of your family, white supremacists. They're the most violent people. Look at Russia and the Ukraine right now. Look at that level of violence that they're committing.
Oh, that's all Illuminati bullshit.
Oh, God. The Illuminati?
Yeah. You don't believe in like Satan and stuff?
Oh, God. Who's the Illuminati? Is it, let me guess, which religious group runs the Illuminati? Are we going
Satanists?
Satanists. Which religious groups are Satanists, sir?
Luciferians.
Okay. Are the Luciferians white?
Could be. I'm sure it's a mixed group.
What mixed group? Other
I
than
think
white?
it's the high percentage of rich people that are really involved in that kind of thing, the cabal.
You mean
So
white?
that's just my personal opinion. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. That's just my opinion.
Other white people.
Like, I believe the whole Ukraine thing is nothing but a setup. Putin's going to threaten to drop nukes on this world, and it's going to be the precursor to the alien invasion. Fake aliens are going to come to save us from the nukes.
This nigga said aliens, yeah.
Okay. So
May not happen, but I mean, hey, if it does, it does.
The Illuminati, they're still white, sir.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of white folks involved in it. I'm sure there's a lot of different people involved in it. I think it's rich people that are involved in it. I don't think it matters about color for that.
Okay, we need you to focus on white supremacy, sir. Okay, that's enough of him. He's just babbling and wasting time. Okay. There's one of these people, these anti-black racists, and then when you put them on Front Street, they get to babbling, I don't see color. Okay. Okay. Watch out for these time-wasting trolls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the rebrand on here. The rebrand, let's get you on here. That's my thing. If you're going to be a white supremacist or have white supremacist views, at least stand by your damn views. And then you get to babbling and backpedaling and all of that stuff and talking about the Illuminati and aliens. Oh, stop it. This is why y'all better don't believe anything these suspected white supremacists, and I don't believe this dude had any black people in his family. That's all cap. That's why you gotta get in question mode on these.
He said, like Tyree said, it's all cap. He didn't believe he was black in either. Nobody believed that.
Now let's keep it a buck. I'm not trying to kick any group when they're going through something, but don't sit here, y'all brag about, oh, we got billionaires. We got so many billionaires in my homeland. Where are all the billionaires? Where are all these billionaires and millionaires that y'all been bragging about? Where's Cynthia Erivo? Where are your people? Y'all been bragging about your people. How all your people got it popping and whoop-de-whoop, and where are your people? Where's Tim's and WizKid, and where are they? Where are your people now? Who's helping? Who's trying to step up? Even the government over there in some of these countries in West Africa told the people stuck in the Ukraine, hey man, you guys are on your own. You know, the government is leaving them stranded up there. You understand? While people sit here and talk about foundational Black Americans, how we don't have this and we don't have that, your own government is leaving these people stranded up there, these Black folks stranded up there, your own damn government. And y'all sit up here jumping in our rooms trying to denigrate us because we're trying to get on code with each other. You understand? A bad look.
Getting on code means unifying. You know what I'm saying? Getting on one accord. This is what we pushing all 2022 for my people, the Aboriginal, so-called FBAs. You know what I'm saying? My Moore brothers. You feel me? That strictly deal with the Americas. We got to get on code. We can't keep allowing these foreign tethers to come in to usurp your culture, to shit on you, to deprive you, and to undermine. They reach higher political seats and speak on behalf of you when it's not even the overall understanding or point that we trying to make. We'll be pushing, trying to get restitution and reparations, and they pushing that fuck Black History Month and we don't need reparations. That's what they'll do. So, you know, we can't allow foreign groups to speak on behalf of us. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's good to be back on the live stream with the family back in here. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat if you're a proud Aboriginal so-called FBA. You know what I'm saying? Drop those fire emojis in the chat. Let me see where y'all at with it.
Come on, man, where's Idris Elba? And I like Idris Elba. Where's Idris? Has Idris spoke on this? Where's Wale? Where's all the people? Where are your people that y'all brag about? Where are all the people that you brag about? You understand? All these billionaires and all these degrees and all where are these people to the rescue? Because I see a lot of FBA people trying to come to the rescue. See, that's the thing about us. Even if we get disrespected by all of these groups, see, we got.
I ain't helping nobody ass out. Y'all gonna have to hold y'all own nuts. If you ain't no FBA, if you ain't no Aborigine, if you ain't my people, I'm not helping, implying, nor looking. I'm not gonna break stride into what our progression is.
This thing, we still try to take the high road. We get disrespected, and man,
they already putting money on the table for these Ukrainian refugees. But we can't even have a conversation and put something together with numbers dealing with us. Can we get our rest? Can we get restored? First off, let's just talk the numbers. How much we think we need, y'all? 7,800 trillion. Fuck it. We need $78 trillion to fund and restore for the bullshit that y'all done did. Huh? And you got to be an FBA or Aboriginal brother. You feel you got to be my people. 78 trillion. That's what we want. Then we can, once we get that, we'll start incline. We're gonna have shit in the packet. We gotta restore certain lands. I'm talking about whole states going back to motherfucking up. We need 2.8 quadrillion. That's what we need. 2.8 quadrillion plus land, freeways to the water. You feel me? All this shit that we want to imply, man. We need guaranteed seats in the political seating. You know what I mean?
Still take the high road. You know, damn that. I'll let y'all take the high road. I'm gonna stay right here on low road landing. I'm sorry. I ain't got no more gas in my car to go to the high road. I'm out of gas.
To be honest, I feel like every foundational. First of all, just put us a packet together with 2.8 trillion. I mean 2.8 quadrillion or 78 trillion, and then monthly, every Aboriginal FBA get $1 million or $500,000 a month. What you talking about?
My car won't make it up the hill. I'm gonna stay right here on low road.
They already pumped packets home for these Ukrainians. Ukrainians just now got beat up. These motherfuckers, they already offering money and they ain't even want no money. Ukraine said, we don't want food, we don't want money. We need bullets. They don't want no money, they want bullets.
So everybody got to hold their own nuts on top of the hill. We get some more people in here. All right. Let's get the driver in here. All right, let's get the driver in here. Turn your microphone on, sir. All right. The driver.
Hi, everyone. Sorry.
Hello. Are you okay? Saturn in here. Seer of Saturn. Let's get Seer of Saturn in here. Turn your microphone on, Seer of Saturn.
And you know when these refugees come here,
what's going on, family? What's happening?
That's going to be coming out all right. When these refugees come, y'all know who neighborhoods they're going to be real close to. You know who packets they're going to be getting off of, right? They're going to be pushing NAACP packets, civil rights packets, all kind of shit getting shit waived. They're going to get free vouchers to land, money a month, all kind of shit. Refugee package. They about to get the get on Jewish starter kit. What the Jews got on, like a little starter kit. No bullshit. They about to come over here they already Ukraine racist in a motherfucker. You might as well say Slavic nation right there. These are the first motherfuckers to be enslaved. They got some shit to get off on your ass. They ain't been fucking with niggas. Look at them niggas that's over there that was over there in school and shit in Ukraine. Them Africans and a few Americans, a few people that was over there. Them motherfuckers had to walk down there 90 miles in 3-degree weather to get to the border of Poland. They didn't even let them in. Ukraine said, nah, we only let Ukrainians in. You Africans can't get on our trains right now. We in crisis. So they even practicing white supremacy in the midst of this. they following their code in the midst of their bullshit right now. So fuck them. They gonna have to hold their own up.
They showing us what secure the tribe look like. They have no problem discriminating, and also they're a great example to Democrats of how powerful the Second Amendment is. Because the only thing that's stopping Putin from just rolling over is them defending themselves with the right to bear arms. So that's all I want to say. And peace to you, peace to everybody. I see the families in here, and yeah, that's all I gotta say.
No doubt, man. Much respect to you, fam. Okay. All right. Let's get some more folks in here. All right. Let's get some more folks. All right, Meta team, turn your microphone on. All right, y'all hopping on here. Mabahi.
Probably, yeah, with everything that you say so far, and to be honest, with all that's been going on, I've got a cousin of mine that actually went to Ukraine a month ago, but can't get back on a business trip.
Okay, thank you for the call. Your phone line is kind of janky, brother, but I feel you. The phone line was
this phone line was janky. I'm on the floor.
Man, I'm cool. I am not putting on no cape because look, we pulled up a map showing the 2020 protests, and you can see where the protests were around the world. And in the Ukraine, they weren't riding for us. There was some protests all over Europe, but in the Ukraine in specific, they were not riding for us, dude. What's up, Pretty? Let's get Pretty somebody in here. Okay, Pretty got up out of here. She wasn't that pretty. Okay.
Shit, Pretty got the hell up out of her.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that, I mean, just my personal perspective is that the situation needs to be looked at beyond just foundational Black Americans and the Ukrainians, because the implications of this war that's very orchestrated is gonna ultimately affect all of us because it could collapse.
Appreciate that, man. Well, yeah, we hit 10,000 subscribers finally, y'all. Yeah, this is a celebration as well. Appreciate the late belated birthday wishes for those that's still wishing happy birthday in the chat. I appreciate the love. And man, hey, I appreciate everybody for tapping in and supporting the channel and shit. We hit 10,000 subscribers. Let's try to hit the 20,000. Let's try to hit the 20,000. We can do it. You know what I mean? Keep sharing the live stream, sharing the live stream, sharing the live stream. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all drop them fire emojis. Let's see the chat flooded out with them fire emojis, man. If y'all don't hit them fire emojis, you probably a foreigner that don't like this channel.
That's the economy.
Right. Now, that perspective, I can look at it that perspective, absolutely. From the ramifications of our economy, from the ramifications of potential war that we will get involved in, that perspective, yes, absolutely. Looking at it from a geopolitical standpoint and a warfare standpoint, absolutely. But as far as us sitting here talking about pray for the Ukrainians, I'm gonna let y'all get that. Y'all can have that right there. I'm cool.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say is that I think it definitely is beyond just what we see. But in terms of like trying to run the other country's aid, I mean, I don't see the need for it. As you stated, I mean, they don't ever come to Black people's aid. So.
You go. Thank you so much. Yeah, we should pay attention to this for the secondary ramifications. We got to see, are we going to end up on war? Are some other cities going to be attacked? What's going on? We're keeping an eye on Putin right now. They're messing with the economy out there. They're putting all types of sanctions on Putin. They don't know where this dude is coming from. So they don't know how far reaching this is going to be. So, we're keeping our eye on it from that perspective. I know Japan today, they had some kind of huge cyber attack. So again, we're looking at all of this from that perspective, not in a perspective of us putting on the damn cape for people. No, we need to save our capes because we don't know if we're going to have to step into the mix. You understand, FBA family? See, we need to be extremely codified and focusing on us right now because we never know when we're going to get that phone call and then we're gonna have to step in the mix. We don't know if there's gonna be some terrorists from Russia or anything popping off over here, and then we might have to go ahead and dust them boots off and put in some stomping work. So we don't know. So I'm saving my cape for other FBA people because I don't know if we're gonna need that or not. Here you dig. Let me get some more folks in here.
The only people I cape for is a lost Aboriginal. Motherfucker, they might think you Pan-African or something like that. In the need of crisis, I cape for one of my brothers. I'm not caping for nobody outside of our stock, man. These people ain't cape for us. When motherfucker was trying to get on our ass in Jim Crow, I didn't see nobody come out and help us say, no, stop the nigga hate. Nobody said nothing about nigga hate. They was getting in. They was throwing shit at us too. The rest of these motherfuckers, Mexicans, I didn't see nobody. I don't give a fuck. You gotta show me one African that stood side by side with niggas doing Jim Crow. One Mexican, one Dominican, one, you know what I'm saying? Facts. Real talk. It's just you, just your granny, your cousin, them. Most of them people was kids. As a matter of fact, that day in history, the most teenagers went to jail that day. I think over 5,000 teenagers went to jail that day. We ain't got no friends, man. We just got family. And that's us, man. We don't got no friends. I'm going to say it again. We don't got no friends. Just family. We are all we got, you guys. So stand up, Aboriginal. Stand up, FBA. Stand up, my Aboriginal Moor brothers. Hey, we all in the same boat.
Oh, let me see. A lot of people in here. Well, we're pretty heavy in here. Okay. Oh, let's see. We got the Bear Arms Academy. Let's get them brothers in here. I just did an interview today with Revolt TV. I don't. When is that going to air? It might air today. I just did an interview with Revolt TV. We were talking about gun ownership and black gun owners, and we had a very good conversation. So if you guys have cable and Revolt TV, it might be on tonight. I don't know when it's coming on. I just taped it about an hour or so ago. But if you got Revolt TV, and most of you do on your cable channels, I think I'm going to be on there tonight. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what comes on. What's up, Bear Arms?
Yo, what's going on? King Flex, long time listener, brother. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. Now, where you got located, sir?
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, where are you guys located?
Shout out to my brother Akeem T, man. Shout out to my brother Akeem T, showing the support, man. I appreciate it. It's all love, bro.
People, Virginia, right here in Fredericksburg.
Oh,
about an hour south.
Y'all do gun training out?
Rodney Lewis, appreciate it. And appreciate to everybody else that's wishing me happy birthday and a belated happy birthday. I appreciate the love, y'all. I really do. It means a lot. Y'all been sticking around, kicking it with me for another year, man. We put 5 of them things up, man. Been doing it since I was 26. Now we hit the 31 marker, man. Now we rocking out with the information. Make sure we keep rocking out, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Support the channel. You know what I mean? Links ticking at the cross. You know what I'm saying? Links ticking across at the bottom of the screen. Make sure at the bottom of the video, you can also share the video. You feel me? And on the left side of the shirt, it's the like button. And on the right side of that, it's the subscribe button. So hit all 3 of those, man. And you might have brilliant things come to your life. You never know.
Yeah, absolutely. CCW permits, certified rifle training, all of that stuff. Absolutely.
Man, my folks need to get with y'all out there. I was just talking about this earlier. Where can folks get down with y'all, brothers?
Yeah, so basically through my Twitter page right here, I'm tapped in, few of the folks on Twitter here. You can feel free to DM me, my website. I also have my Instagram page. I'm very active on my Instagram page, providing different, Second Amendment education, safeguards for firearms, different, legal reviews, all of that stuff. I'm going to answer all of your questions, all of that stuff. And I'm certified in about 30 states. So I want to start getting on the road and traveling to people and coming to visit them and providing firearm training for groups of people as well.
Oh, good. That'd be great, man. Much respect, man. So what, you don't have a website. It's just basically through your Twitter and your Instagram.
I do have a website. It's Firearms Academy. Yes, it's actually located on my Twitter page, .com. People can feel free to tap in with me. And with everything going on right now, we see the importance of the Second Amendment. With what's going on in the Ukraine, of course, the Democrats, are anti, Second Amendment, so they try to suppress, our firearms. But this is a perfect example of why the importance of firearms. And since the pandemic started, Black firearm ownership served since the beginning of the pandemic, which means that people are, won't understand that their safety is their own responsibility. Your safety is nobody's responsibility but your own.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Thank you so much, brother. Man, we got a black folks. Y'all better understand. The police, man, are not coming to help you, dude. Right now, man, we don't really have a police force, man. We have a white supremacist Gestapo unit. The police are going out of their way to not help our asses.
Shout out to Liam Hendricks on the Cash App donation. We appreciate the support. We appreciate that. Shout out to Liam Hendricks. Y'all don't let Liam Hendricks sit out there by himself on supporting the channel, man. Man, shout out to all the American Aborigines and the FBA brothers and sisters in the chat, man. Let's try to get 300 people in the chat. So I'm gonna need all y'all to share the live stream.
Out here in California, I just talked about this on the news earlier. There was a black woman up in the Bay. Somebody tried to break in her house. This sister shot some warning shots, and then the cops came and treated the sister like a criminal. When we try to defend ourselves, they try to criminalize us. See, this is why we got to get our economic game together, because when we get our economic game together, then we can get our political game together. We can move and shake with these race soldiers within law enforcement. We can start getting them the hell up out of here. We got to start making noise and getting them up out of here, because when it comes to protecting ourselves, we're the only ones who's going to do it. And another thing on a second note, and I posted this story earlier. Y'all keep playing these zaddy games. There's another sister. This was in Kansas City, Missouri this time. Another sister went on a date with this damn white boy. She ended up dead in his apartment. And not only did they not arrest this white boy, they sat up here talking about this sister died of natural causes and she's 29 damn years old.
Bullshit.
Y'all keep playing these goofy zaddy games. Y'all think it's a damn joke out here. Y'all keep playing if y'all want to. Y'all keep on playing these zaddy games, man. These white supremacists are on the move, and they're working with law enforcement, and they're taking out soft targets. And law enforcement is protecting these people. These young white males are out here targeting sisters because they know the police are going to protect them. There was a damn Proud Boy member, and I just talked about that earlier, in Akron, Ohio, just socked his sister in the face. This drunk white boy coming out of a bar yelling nigger, and just socked his sister in the face. And they reluctantly arrested this guy, but they're going to probably try to give him a slap on the wrist. We got to be on top of our game out here, man. We got to be ready. For real, for real. Family, I keep telling black people, we are going to have to be law enforcement. I want y'all to understand that concept. Just depending on white mommy and white daddy to solve our problems, that's not going to work. We have to be law enforcement. We have to be the justice producers. We have to be the ones out here producing justice, because it's getting too real out here. Law enforcement are protecting race soldiers and white supremacists. And another thing, you got black women and black kids getting beat up by white supremacists, and not one crime bill or not one federal crime protection law to help us. But you better not even, if you spit out some Chinese food, they'll hit you with a federal hate crime charge against Asian people. Anything you do will get you a federal hate crime charge. But they sitting up here yelling nigga and beating up black women and black kids, and these people are getting slaps on the wrist. See, we got to be on top of this thing. We got to be on top of these elected officials. And we got to understand what politics is. Politics is not just voting, family. See, when we talk about being on top of these elected officials, that don't mean during the voting election cycle. Politics is something you do every single day. As Mao said, politics is warfare without bloodshed, and warfare is politics with bloodshed. Politics is warfare. You got to be engaging in warfare all the time in a hostile system that's waging war on you. Whether you like it or not, You are in a political system every day. They use political warfare against black folks every single day. If you're a black person running around here, especially a black man, with booty shorts twerking on Instagram or TikTok, that's political warfare because that's what the Democrats want you to do. They program you through their media and tell you it's okay to do all that as a man. And not only is it okay, we'll incentivize you to do that. That's politics. And that's you being victimized by the politics, sir and ma'am. You're being enthralled and entwined with politics every single day. So everything you do when you think about the collective group will have a political ramification to it. Politics is something you do every day. You live it because it's a form of warfare, and we are in a war. We have to look at it from those terms. Let's get TC in here. Let's get TC in the room. All right, TC, hop in here. Turn your microphone on, TC.
Hey, how you doing, Tariq?
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Yeah, I'm FBA born and raised. I'm out of South Florida, Boynton Beach to be specific. And just to answer your question, to be honest now, I mean, us as FBAs, we don't got nothing to do with Ukraine. The thing about it is that being the FBA is always looked at as like the moral heart of America. You know what I'm saying? Other countries are always trying to get us to be vocal to join their causes. And when it's time for us to ask other people, they just shrug their shoulders at us, or even worse, they'll dump their trash on us and then tell us that is our fault. You know what I'm saying? So Ukraine can hold their own nuts.
That's a fact, man. I will. Shout out to the people shouting out the birthday love, wishing me happy belated, man. I appreciate the love, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hey, shout out to the American Aboriginal and the FBA brothers and sisters in here, man. Hey, I love to see this unity getting on code, getting on one accord. It's beautiful. Let's keep this shit going, y'all. Appreciate you for tapping in. About those fire emojis, man. Shout out to the brother Tyreek as well. Shout out to Tyreek as well. You know, for the cash out donate.
And unless, if they was sitting up here, putting on the cape trying to show support for us getting our reparations, that would be something different. But, they never do that. And we already done seen the videos of them abusing, the black folks over there. So we know what type of time they on. And that's just the thing that just bothers me about this whole FBA, our movement for reparations is other countries, especially the black ones, always just dumping their trash on us. Like I grew up in South Florida.
Appreciate that, Mia. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody. Let's keep this thing going, y'all.
That's going to target FBA black people. They're just going to target all of us. So this is why a lot of folks don't want us differentiating our lineage from other groups, because they're so used to throwing their trash on us. And we're telling people, no, y'all got to hold your own trash. No. We don't want nobody dumping their trash on us, because when y'all do something positive, you make sure to separate your positive entities from us. All your doctors and your lawyers, you make sure that that's a Ghanaian American, that's a Ugandan American, that's a Jamaican American. You make sure to separate Negroes. They're all just black. And then we have to absorb all the negativity that comes with it. And we're saying, no. Keep all of that. Own up to him too. We've been seeing stories all around the country of these crazy brazen crimes up there. I want to say in New York, some immigrant dude hit a 4-year-old kid. He socked a kid. That ain't us doing that type of stuff. Out there in Texas, some non-FBA dude ran over a girl and started beating her with a bat and killed her. That's not us. I don't want to absorb some of this goofy stuff that goes on with these folks. I don't want to absorb it. And a lot of folks who are non-FBA, they try to get mad that we call out the coons and the tethers within their community, and then they'll try to point at us. Well, you have coons too. Y'all have FBA have coons too. But the thing about it, We acknowledge our coons and we neutralize the coons who are FBA. Our coons are ineffective. We know who the coons are within FBA society, and they're not effective. So we call them out. The thing is, the coons who are FBA, they are ineffective among our society because they get called out. We know who Diamond and Silk is. We know who Larry Elder is. We know who Jesse Lee Peterson is. So when they come around, nobody takes them seriously. We already know they're pariahs among our society. Sheriff Clark, he can't come around us. That's the difference. FBA coons, when we identify them, they can't come around us. We don't let them around us. They ain't just sitting around us chilling. The problem is that the tether coons, y'all sit up kicking it with them.
Hey, that's a fact. The tether coons be the ones kicking it with them. These foreign blacks be the ones kicking it with them. Real talk. Real talk. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Keep sharing live. Let's try to get 20,000 subscribers, man, because we finally hit 10,000 subs. Shout out to y'all. We hit 10,000 subscribers, y'all. Let's try to hit a dub on them things.
Coons are your mama and dad. You understand? The coons are your uncle and aunts that y'all still cacaing and kikiing with. Y'all sit around and y'all keep the coons sitting around and y'all don't say nothing. Y'all not telling nobody that these are the coons within your community. And then they come around us trying to undermine us, and we're saying, no, we're cleaning all of this stuff up. We cannot have people, domestic or foreign, coming around Foundation of Black Americans trying to undermine us, because the foreign coons have become a problem.
Ricardo, happy Earth Day, G. Happy Earth Day, Ricardo. Ricardo D.
When we try to start getting tangibles for ourselves, all of a sudden, when Foundation of Black Americans, we try to get something for us, we get a task force popping, and then all of a sudden the task force has a bunch of non-FBAs on. And then we wonder why our tangible resources get sabotaged. That's unacceptable. Extremely unacceptable. Let's get some folks in here. Let's get Yo Irv in here. What's up, Yo Irv? Turn your microphone on, sir. All right. Yo Irv.
Hey, Tariq, how you doing?
Hey, Irv, how you doing, bro?
I'm calling out of Austin, Texas, but I used to live in Miami, Florida. And you're right about those teams, man. Especially those I'm non-FBA, but like the other day, I was listening to an interview of Kodak Black, and I see this guy over here dancing with them white boys, saying that I'm Kodak, but I'm white. I'm like, man, this guy is like a coon, man. And he had an interview with the Breakfast Club. He was like, oh, forget those Black Panthers and Black Lives Matter. It was a white dude that got me out. Like, bro, this is why people like Tariq and JB and Professor Black too saying, like, you got to watch out for these.
And big brother Aboriginal power. That's why I say what I say. We got to watch out for these foreign blacks. If they not from your stock, they can't rock. You feel what I'm saying? If they ain't from the land, that ain't my man. You understand me? If you ain't American, ain't no sparing them. You feel what I'm saying?
Immigrants, man. I'm a first American Haitian, so I see what you're saying, what's going on, and I'm like, bro, like,
if you ain't American Negro, nigga, you get Debo, nigga. We gotta come up with some type of, you feel me? Because they ain't with us. Fact.
Dude, just be like tearing it up, make it look bad for all of us, even immigrants. I'm like, man, that's what people don't understand, that when you talking about immigrants, you talking about the coons, and everybody think that you talking about all the immigrants. I'm like, yo, I'm B1 all day, no matter if I'm non-FBA or not. I know what's right and wrong. But these dudes out here, like, once they get around white people, they want to dance and jig. I'm like, bro, like, real talk, man. You look,
man. Real talk, and I've been all over Haiti, man, and Haiti got some riders. You got some brothers and sisters who are for real riders. That's why I differentiate between the riders and the coon class, because a lot of people, when they come from Haiti, they try to claim that they're from that Dessalines bloodline, but no, remember, there was some coons that got rid of Dessalines and undermined him. So but we got to understand the date. He's cool, but real talk, man. But much respect to you, family. Yeah, man. When they put Kodak Black out here to do all that mumbling and babbling and all of that samboing, and they chop that up to our culture. No, that's not our culture. No. We got to cut that out and let people hold their own culture. Let me get my brother Sonny in here. Shout out to my brother Sonny. What's up, Sonny? Hop on in, brother. Let's get Sonny up in here. Where you at, Sonny? We're trying to get Sonny in here. We've got quite a few people. I ain't going to be on here too long. What's up? I see you, Richard Sudan, my brother Richard. Over there in the UK, that's my brother. Where you at? Where you at, Sonny?
Yo, peace, Flex. What's good, family?
I'm good. What's going on with you, Sonny?
LA came on strong.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why do you think so many murders are going on in these cities?
You a quick heads up. You're familiar with my Red the comedian, Red Grant?
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, he's running for mayor of DC, right?
Yeah, that's my uncle. He's running for mayor in DC. I just wanted to let you know, so you can reach out to him, maybe get something popping for the black folks in DC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've already donated to Red's campaign. That's my guy. I've been chopping up with him. How's he doing out there right now?
He's doing good. I think the elections are like in July or June or something to that degree.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're aware, so you know.
No doubt. Tell Red I said what's happening.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do some promotion for Red when it gets closer to the election date. All my DC people, my brother Red Grant is out there in DC. He's running for mayor. And yeah, if Red can get in office, that'll be great. He's a DC native. He has a lot of love for DC. Ukraine. And what's happening in the Ukraine. Let me get some folks to chime in. Who is this Underground Railroad? Let's get Underground Railroad in here. Underground Railroad, chop it up. Turn your microphone on, Underground Railroad.
Oh, my bad. I think it's crazy how the Americans are getting so worked up over this Ukraine thing when we have cities like Chicago, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and they're clocking well over like 20, 30 murders a day, but nobody seems to care about that, all the politicians and whatnot in this country.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Why do you think so many murders are going on in these cities?
It just seems the world's getting corrupt with violence and evil right now.
Okay, but let's talk about you specifically talked about those cities, and we need to figure that out.
I mean, it is definitely nationwide, but unfortunately, those cities seem to be clocking some of the highest numbers. I mean, shit, Baltimore's clocking a murder a day right now in 2022. They're already up to like 47.
So,
and I believe like 38 of them are unsolved.
Okay, so why is that? Let's solve them now. Let's find out why. Why is that?
That I do not have the answer to.
Okay, so if we don't have the answer, we're not trying to get the answer. What's the point of specifying those cities all the time? I always hear those cities.
Well, you had asked about our opinion on the Ukraine situation. That's my opinion on the Ukraine situation. I don't think we should be all worked up over Ukraine when we have more people dying in this country on a daily basis.
Right. Now, what city are you in, sir?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Youngstown, Ohio. I'm very familiar with that. And you are a Caucasian male, right?
I'm mixed.
Okay. Mixed with different parts of European, right?
My father's black and my mother's Hispanic.
Oh, okay. So you are a black man?
I'm a mixed person. I'm not a black man because my mother's Hispanic. I identify with both of my nationalities.
No, in the system of white supremacy, there's no such thing as mixed. Either
I don't fall underneath that, system. So,
oh, you're either white or you're non-white, bro.
I'm a mixed person, man. just like a mixed breed dog. If you took a pit bull and a husky and put them together, it wouldn't be a pit bull or it wouldn't be a husky. It'd be a mixed breed dog.
There's no, in the system of white supremacy, humans don't work that way.
I don't abide by that system.
Yes, sir. You're in Youngstown, Ohio, which is one of the most racist cities in Ohio.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I've lived here all my life. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes,
not at all.
Yes, it is. And it's racially segregated. Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Youngstown. Yes, it is.
I've lived here all my life, buddy. I don't understand how you can say that about a place you don't know anything about.
I do know about Ohio, sir, in Youngstown, and there's so many white
When was the
supremacist
last time
groups
you were there?
Ohio. Sir, you have so many white supremacist groups.
I really don't give a fuck about that. When was the last time you were there?
Sir, I was there a few months ago. Well, not a few, but a little over than a few months ago. Because I went out there to buy a dog. I went out there to the Amish country. I was in the middle of Ohio.
We're not even in the middle of Ohio. We're in the northeastern part of Ohio. Columbus is in the middle of Ohio.
And I have a lot of family members in Ohio. Half my family is in Ohio. So I know Ohio very well.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yes, I do, sir. And it's a white supremacist enclave. Isn't it?
Not at all.
Why are there so many white supremacist groups out there?
I mean, none that I'm aware of. Like who?
Okay, if you're not familiar with the Proud Boys, and hell, there was a situation.
I've seen them on TV and stuff.
Well, sir, there was a situation this weekend where one of the Proud Boy leaders socked a black woman out there outside of one of these little white supremacist bars.
Where at?
I think this was in Akron. They just arrested the guy. He ran up yelling nigger, 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 and socked a random black woman in the face. He's the leader of one of the Proud Boy groups out there.
That's crazy. Hopefully that fella gets a lot of jail time.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you said you didn't think there was no white supremacy out there, but then you just started denying it left and right. But you don't acknowledge the white supremacy out there, but you acknowledge all the violence in these predominantly black cities. Interesting.
What's that?
So white supremacy don't exist, but...
Well, no, I believe there's racists out there. I mean, you have racists in every, group.
Right. So you said that you are mixed. Are you passing for white, sir? It sounds like
I'm kind of light, I guess, but whatever.
Sounds like you're a white person. Doesn't sound like you have any black in you. Sounds like you're passing for white, if you do have any black in you.
I don't have.
You can go check out this full video on Tariq Nasheed's channel, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that support the channel. Shout out to Think Meaner. Think Meaner sent the Cash App donation. We appreciate the Cash App donation, brother. Shout out to Think Meaner. Shout out to Think Meaner in the chat, man. We about to get ready to wrap this live up, man. It was a fire live. I just want to throw a little small, brief party, man, with everybody in the chat celebrating the 10,000 subs. Also, the belated birthday. I appreciate the love y'all shown throughout the live stream. We definitely appreciate that. Make sure y'all support the channel and tap in. Make sure y'all share the live stream. I will be doing another fire build sometime this week. I'm gonna put together something nice for you guys. My computer should be ready by then. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Shout out to Chief Holiday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Issa. Appreciate that, God. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Tap in. Make sure y'all tap in. Let me get ready to end this live stream. So make sure, hey, before we go though, y'all gotta flood it though. Y'all gotta flood the chat with them fire emojis. Y'all know that's tradition before we get out of here. So flood the chat with them fire emojis. Share the live stream. Support the channel. Links ticking at the bottom of the screen. Cash App tag at the bottom right of the screen. I appreciate all the support. Let's go.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me,
I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I won't let them, they won't see me, I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. I can't let them, they won't see me, I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern, I know the ops wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, trippin' making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern, I know the ops wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the